Welcome back to my channel, guys. It's time for another first impression video. Welcome once again. This is going to be on LBX Girls, and you can find this one on Funimation. Genre-wise, I'm going to put this one at mecha, sorta, and moe, sorta. I'll explain those two sortas, and then action, adventure, isekai as well. Well, not really isekai, but it kind of has a hint of isekai. And after all that, kind of a girl-led anime where they're basically fighting, right? So I'll explain right now the first episode and what I mean by a lot of sorta. I personally thought it was a good episode, but it's really upon the viewer's opinion, and I'll share a little bit why I'm kind of in the fence on this one. But before anything, guys, if you have not done so by now, make sure you subscribe to my channel. I already have a few first impression videos out, so go check those out on my channel. I'll be posting quite a bit of them in the next few weeks, so if you find 3 new videos one day, that's because I'm just posting them as I go. So eventually I'll go back on the groove on posting regular videos here on my channel, but for the next few weeks it'll be a bunch of first impression videos. Thank you guys so much for supporting this channel. You can also help me out by checking out the links down below. Some are to buy cheap anime and manga, and that helps my channel as well grow, and then others are just my social medias: Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. Join me there. You guys can get other recommendations on anime and manga. Okay, now that is out of the way, let's talk about LBX Girls. LBX Girls, okay, if you've watched anime quite a bit, you know there's a twist to a series when there's no opening, right? When when there's not an opening to a first episode, it immediately tells you they're trying to hide something, and it did a decent job on it. I think for those who are new to anime, probably they were like, "Wow, there's a twist to it." But for those who are not, like me, after the first 3-4 minutes that passed and there was no opening, and I was already seeing like the titles, the actors and stuff like that shown in the bottom, the credits. I knew that for a fact that they were gonna try to trick us, kind of give us a little twist to it. And essentially, the first, I want to say 5, maybe 10 minutes, it's a very, very I want to say ligera, but that's in Spanish. It's very light. There you go. Of an anime. It's just 2 girls. They're enjoying traveling. They're talking about their lives. How one travels quite a bit and the other one doesn't. Stuck to kind of a small town. And they're going to Tokyo. They're enjoying themselves. They're in the mall. They're buying stuff. And this girl goes somewhere to watch a show, and she's like, "You need to buy some of these figurines, at least for your dad, for a present. Like, do something fun. You're in Tokyo." So she buys these what looks like Gundam. For those who don't know what Gundam are, basically like mecha robot figurines. That's a story. She's like, "I hope my dad likes this." And she opens it up, and after those 8-10 minutes of them just kind of having like a slice of life opening, she is transported into this different world. And this is where I think it's kind of an easy kai, because it is in a different world, but she didn't die. She didn't die in the sense of she's being reincarnated somewhere else, but she is being transported to a different world. And in this world, essentially, there's this enemy to humanity that it looks very much like aliens, robotic aliens that have come to destroy the earth. And regular soldiers cannot be used. Even if they wanted to, they can't really defeat them. The only ones that can are these special girls, the LBX girls, that have these special weapons and special abilities to destroy them. So the anime episode kind of changes on. We find all these girls trying to retreat. They're trying to save themselves as much as possible from this attack that basically failed. And in a nutshell, they're retreating, right? They're being attacked, they're retreating, and in all this chaos, this girl that's was part of the first part of the anime. It starts being transported, and she shows up with equipment. And at first, she thinks it's a game, so she's like, "Oh, this is a pretty cool VR game." The things where you put your goggles on. So she starts like fighting the robots, like if it's just a game. And after being hit quite a bit, realizes that the game's a little bit too realistic. So she eventually loses her equipment. Because she runs out of power and is saved by these LBX girls that happen to be around there and saw her. So towards the end of the anime, essentially they try to clarify to her that she is in a different world. She's not in the world that she thought she's is, and eventually she comes to that conclusion that yeah, in fact, she is somewhere else. And that, in a nutshell, is the first episode. So, what are my thoughts on this anime? A few things. For those who are not lovers of mecha anime, me, this one is very light on the genre. It's obviously there because there's still these big robots they're gonna have to fight. The girls themselves are not a big robot unless they can transform into a big robot, and they haven't really mentioned that. But from what I've seen, they're kind of basically just geared up with special exoskeleton equipment, and I really do appreciate that type of action. I think it's good. And it's not like only mecha type of fight. So let's put that in the ground. It's not fully mecha. So for those who want a mecha anime, this is not it. When it comes to Isekai, she's in a different world, but Isekai in itself has its own type of genre where it's very dungeon magic type of deal, and this is not really that. So for those who are looking for an Isekai like that, this one's not for you. It's an all-led female group. You rarely saw a male character, even if it was a side character, in the anime in the first episode. So it's very, very focused on the cute girls and them being able to fight. But moe anime is very focused on it being lighthearted, them being cute, doing cute things, and stuff like that. In the episode, one of the girls dies, and the other girls are surviving and panicking. So they're not really doing cute things. So the cute moe anime, this is not it. So it has a little bit of all the other genres that you want, but it's not really those genres. And this is why I'm in the fence. I don't know if it's a good idea or if they're just doing a lot of things in this series that it might fail. I don't know. The good things about it that I liked, at least personally, were some of the action scenes. They did a decent job there, and the movement of learning that this girl is a small town girl. She doesn't really do much. She's very much situated in one, like, so she's very much not an explorer, right? And now she's here, so we know that she's out of her comfort zone. So they do a good job at character building. Um, what ends up happening though when they have 7-6 girls in an anime, and I've talked this about idol animes before, they kind of do like an episode focus on one girl, and they do a good job building up the characters. But by the time they're done doing an episode per girl, you've done 6-7 episodes already. So you're more than halfway through the anime, and you haven't really started a full on plot on with everyone. And I don't like that. I don't appreciate that from anime. It doesn't look like it's going to be that way. It does seem like they're focusing on that one girl, but we'll see what happens. So out of 10, I'm going to give this one a 6 out of 10. Definitely going to be better a series. I watched The Promised Neverland season 2 today. I reacted to it. So depending when I release this video, it's today. It could be tomorrow, or yesterday. But it was great. It was great, but that's going to be a lot better than LBX Girl. So it's competing with big animes like that. So For now, 6 out of 10. I think it's what it deserves. I think there'll be a small group of people that really do enjoy it. Not everyone. It's one of those that if you have time, watch it. If you don't, you're not gonna miss much. So, those are my thoughts on that one. I hope you guys enjoy my video. Give a like, a thumbs up if you do. Leave a comment if you're new to the channel. And guys, thank you so much for the love and support. Like always, don't be strangers. See you guys.